unlike the Cobbler's family, we tend to exchange gifts at Christmas time, and that is good. Our gift-giving signals that Christmas is about the gift, God's gift of God's self to us. But in our exchange of gifts, another spirit or attitude arises, and that is we tend to have a few extra gifts just in case we are surprised by an unexpected gift. There's an innate belief in our culture that to not reciprocate with a gift is impolite. We feel embarrassed. I have encountered some folk who find it nigh impossible to receive the smallest of gifts. In one instance, I was mowing a neighbour's lawn because the husband was too ill to do so. It became clear that the person whom I knew well was going to give me a gift. They felt obliged to do so, and I knew that if I took the gift, I would then possibly get a gift every time I came and mowed the lawn for them, because it was going to happen again and again. And I refused the gift. I refused it. Now, you may think that was ungracious of me, and that may be so, but that refusal freed us up to give and receive without obligation. To give and receive without obligation. I'm saddened that we find it hard to receive a gift without returning a favour, because I believe it affects negatively our relationship with God, because God's gift to us can never be returned. I do understand our feelings of wanting to reciprocate. I understand even more being that because I have been at the end of receiving gifts that I could never return. Like the cobbler and his sons, I could only receive the gift with appreciation and thoroughly enjoy it. And there lies the Christian message, to receive the gift with appreciation and thoroughly enjoy it. After my university training, I was a young married man, and as a couple we proceeded to my first placement, and I was to be the minister there. During the first month, a member of the church came to the door one evening. She had a parcel of meat, 3 meals worth. She said, "On payday, I always go and buy some choice cuts of meat for the minister and his family. For the next 60 months, we received that gift every payday." Let me add that in those days, Methodist ministers in South Africa were poorly paid, and to some extent, we were dependent upon gifts. There was a farmer, I never met him, who was a member. He never seemed to turn up, but who dropped off every 4 or 5 months a cardboard carton with a half a sheep wrapped in newspaper for us. I don't know what OHS would say about that today, but we're still standing, my wife and I. God taught me through that woman's gift 3 things. I learned to receive gifts that I couldn't return. I could no way reciprocate them in kind. It's quite humbling, in a way. Secondly, I learned that humility caused no injury to my dignity. Humility caused no injury to my dignity. And thirdly, and most importantly, I learned that gratefulness was equally a great gift to give the giver. The most joyful of gifts I've ever received is someone's thankfulness for God's ministry through me. Here, my friends, lies the essential message of Christmas. God comes to us in a child. Therefore, God comes to us not in awesome power that we are awestruck and rendered immovable, compliant, but comes to us as a vulnerable child wanting our help and nurture, wanting our response, inviting us to be partners. But in this Christ child lies the power of God that conquers all power structures. If we dare to believe, if we dare to trust, and are courageous enough to enter the love of God and practice that love. The essence of Christmas is God's unparalleled, unprecedented, unsurpassed gift of love and life, flourishing life, abundant love. It is a gift we cannot reciprocate. We can only show our gratitude by receiving the gift of Jesus into our lives and walking down the road Jesus walks. That's the only way we can really respond to Christmas, this day, this gift of life abundantly and love in abundance. To walk with Jesus and invite him into our lives. God bless you this day. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas, but I wish you more than that. I wish that we all might see a little more clearly through the tinsel the baby Jesus and what that truly represents to us. This love of God that comes to us in a vulnerable manner, that we may participate in God's work in this world to the glory of God.